Hello, I welcome you back to my, what's wrong with my Reese's Puffs? Oh my god, my Reese's is melting. Why are you melting? You are a weird one. Anyway, today I want to do a bit of a journal with me because I love journaling. And I've gotten the request to do one of these for ages. And I thought, why not now? Because I was going to journal anyway. So I'll take you along on the ride. In order to do that, I need to give you a little bit of an introduction to my journals, which is something that I did before, and I recorded it, and it was a really lengthy video. And when I went back to edit it, I pissed myself off. I don't know, something about it. It was just not resonating with me in that moment, and so I never posted it. So I will give you a brief introduction, because last time I spent like 30 minutes talking about my journals, not even journaling, just talking about them. So this time I'm gonna jump right in. And the first one that I want to show you is my Hobonichi. This is actually a traveler's notebook cover. I used to have a traveler's notebook, like it's still here. I'm holding it in my hands as we speak. And I used it for like scrapbooking and stuff, but I don't really do that anymore. And I realized that it is the perfect size to cover my Hobonichi. So I just put my Hobonichi inside. I also added this little caterpillar as a charm, and I think it's super duper cute. I love caterpillars. And this moth pin. Scratch some little details into it down here as well. But yeah, aside from that, it's just a traveler's notebook. Then you open it, and my Hobonichi is inside that I decorated a while ago. And some information on the front. And then lots of journaling going on inside. And here's the thing. I don't use my Hobonichi as an agenda, as in to look stuff up, when is what and whatever, and writing things in before they happen as one uses an agenda. Instead, I use it as a sort of retrospective, and I go in and write down what I did on that day. I really like doing that because I forget things a lot, and there's genuinely like years in my life where I don't recall anything, and this way I can really just go through every single day and read back on what I wrote and what I did that day, and I will actually remember. And it's helped my memory tremendously to do this. So I can't recommend this method of using any type of agenda enough. The Hobonichi specifically I like because you get a lot of like free room to just write down little notes, and then you get a full free page next to the week, so you can like recapitulate what you did on that week, which is what I did for a bunch of these. This one, for example, is really nice. But then, of course, I've been really busy too, and so there's weeks that look like this, and the only entry that I have put here is I started writing my bachelor thesis, and then I gave myself a fuck-ass bob. That's all this says. There's nothing else on this entire spread, and that's okay. And that's okay. Oh my god, I'm shattering this caterpillar. Because sometimes weeks are like that, and you don't have to feel bad about not filling up every singular gap of your Hobonichi. I know people love to put pressure on others to do that. I don't always fill like the side next to it. As long as I can write down what I did on each day, or like at least some days of the week, I'm happy, because this is what it's for. And I'm trying not to be super harsh on myself. However, I would like to do another page now that I have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna do this week's, because today is Saturday. Actually, maybe I'll do last week's, because I went to a really cool concert. I saw Kiki Rockwell last week, which was awesome. And I wanted to journal about that. So I might do a page about that, and maybe another page today. We will see how far we get and how motivated I am. Next up, I have a happiness journal. This one is a little silly. I made this myself, and most of it is like felt and some paper and lace. And I just try to write down like happy little memories in here, and use watercolor to just accentuate, I guess. I wrote down that I went to the Dodie concert, and this is like my VIP badge that I had when I met her, and she signed it, which is really cute. So, you know, things like that go in here. I don't have anything to put in today, but I just wanted to mention this one because I think it's a really cute journal to have. Next up, I have my wonderful, wonderful Filofax. This is my most priced possession when it comes to my journals, because this one was really hard to get. I saw this one all over Pinterest, and I wanted one so bad because you can get refills, you can refill the pages. This will last you your entire life, basically. And I'm obsessed with a journal like that, where I can put things like recipes, and poems and other things in. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Has a little zipper pouch, has some extra thingies where I put stickers, and then it, you know, holds inserts. And I decorated mine like this. This is one of my favorite skull panda figurines. It's from like the Alice in Wonderland collection. It's Alice falling down the rabbit hole, of course. What else would it be? Then I have this chain that I attached, which is actually a necklace that I bought at my uni when they were having like a little art sale a couple years ago. Little key that I have here. If you go all the way to the back, it's some Alice in Wonderland letter paper that I thrifted. You know, just little trinkets and stuff that go in here. And I have my cookie recipe in here. And just to-do lists. I like to do to-do lists in here. But yeah, this is more of like a collection book for like any information and things that I might need. We are almost done, I promise. Not really, but I'm gonna cut it short. I'm not gonna show every singular journal I have because then we will still be here tomorrow. First, I'm gonna show you my little Hobonichi cover. This is just a cover that is Hobonichi because I was obsessed with this. I'm sorry, it's so cute. It is so adorable. It fits a pen here. I use this for like mental health journaling. This one always comes with me. This is my little mood board that I made for myself this year, so that I can always look at it and keep my goals in mind. I did some journaling in here today. I went to a cafe and I journaled about some new things that are going on in my life, and it was really cute and it made me really happy, and I love having this with me. It's very nice to carry around, and then you can just like slip out this part and put a new one in when you're done. So this is also gonna last me for a really long time. I'm very glad. There's a back pocket in this journal, and I have of course filled it with stickers. What else? Especially stickers of little silly cats. And then the last journal I'm gonna show, and I promise this is the last I'm gonna show, is my Leuchtturm Ichiko Aoba edition that I got at the Ichiko Aoba concert. This one is super freaking cute, and it is... Okay, so when it comes to Leuchtturm, I am obsessed with them. I love their paper. I always use them as like sketchbooks and also as diaries. But I never bought like one of the big hardcover ones with blank pages. And this one has like blank pages. And I was a little scared. I was like, am I going to use this? But then I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. And so I started doing this thing where I journal and also sketch a little. And it's not like in-depth journaling. It's just like some things I did. Like here I went on a date, for example, and we went to the museum and looked at bugs. And here I journaled about the Ichiko Aoba concert. I have found such joy in doodling again and sketching all the time. And yeah, doing this really helps. And it's nice to do anywhere. Like I can do this in the train, I can do this at a cafe, and all it requires is this journal, my pencil, and an eraser, and that's it. I might do some journaling in here as well today. Okay, so this is the setup we have, all right? And you have to ignore my curling iron on the floor there and whatever else, okay? I'm not gonna get up another time. Like, I tried to do the setup a million times. I'm sorry, it looks like I'm sorry. This is all we get. At least you can see my desk partially. I have a terribly tiny desk. This thing is a solid like 30 centimeters wide. I don't have a lot to work with here, so you just have to bear with me. I can show you though my little latte that I made. This is a maple syrup and walnut oat milk latte. Yum, delicious. And then I also have some snacks. I have some, I don't know what these are called. They're kind of like meringue, but chocolate, and they have a chocolate dipped floor. And then I have tiny Reese's that are melting under my lamp, and my lamp is not warm. I really don't know what's going on. Are they still good? Man, I hope so. Yeah, so we got snacks. I'm gonna put these over here. And I think I'm gonna start with my Hobonichi. And I'm gonna journal about the Kiki Rockwell concert. I have some cute stamps and stickers here. My boyfriend got me these. They're like Alice in Wonderland stamps. I am obsessed with them. I want to use them so bad. I can't find my stamp cushion thingy though for some reason. It has been gone for a while. I really don't know where it went. But I also don't want to buy a new one because I know it should be here somewhere, you know. And it was brown ink too. It was such a cute one. Anyway, I'll find it. For now, these can also be used with watercolors, which is what I did for my other stamps. This one is a little snail. I just went over them with some watercolors and then stamped them, and it works just fine. So I might do that. And then I got these very cute stickers by my friend for my birthday, I believe. Yes, for my birthday. And these ones are very witchy, so I think that's fitting for the Kiki Rockwell of it all. Seeing Kiki Rockwell live was such a fever dream, honestly. I have been following her for so incredibly long, like just watching her on, you know, her journey. It has been amazing. And I am very, very proud of how far she got. It is truly magnificent to watch somebody you admire that has always been super creative get far with their creativity. Okay. Do you guys need something to look at? Shall I give you a trinket? Let's do him. He's popular with the kids, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do some candles. I used to have like tweezers to pick stickers up better, but I guess I don't know where I put them. And that's fine. Thing with stickers is you just gotta fucking use them. Like, you just gotta go all in and use them. Which one though? This one or that one? By the way, the idea of this is like to journal together, you know. So you grab your journal, I'm grabbing mine, we journal together, we have a little time together, we hang out. We are hanging out right now. Don't piss me off. I'm kidding. Don't fall. Ooh, he did so well. Oh, I need to shut up, I'm sorry. We went to have delicious fluffy pancakes while we were in Munich to watch Kiki's show. And I was hoping that there were like pancakes in this sticker sheet, but I don't see any. Closest thing I see are, well, nothing really. None of these are pancakes, so I don't know what the closest thing would be. These are all just random baked goods. Maybe this? If you think about it, in theory, it could be like the slice of a pancake with some whipped cream on it. Yeah, whatever. Let's just use that one. This is fine. I know I haven't done a bit of a life update in a really long time, but I have been in physical therapy for half a year now. And it's been good. It's been good. It's mostly for my back, so a lot of weightlifting and back exercises. But it's been helping me a lot. I'm doing them because I want to get a breast reduction, and in Switzerland you have to do 1 year of physical therapy before the insurance takes over the costs for the breast reduction. And so now I'm tackling that finally. I had a lot of like executive dysfunction when it came to like taking that step, but I managed. I managed to overcome it a little bit. Because I was like, damn, bro, like you can't just complain all the time. Sometimes, you know, you have to get up and do things yourself, so even if they're hard, and I did that. I did that for myself. Doing things for yourself is really hard. I don't feel like we talk about that enough. We do talk about that a lot, especially on my channel. But it is true. Like, it is hard to just do something for your own benefit. And I've tried to learn how to do that over the last 2 years-ish. I've started to prioritize myself, still prioritizing my friends a lot, and my family, and the people that I love in general. But I am still like number one. When it comes to my comfort and everything, I just have to put myself first sometimes. And that means making some quite uncomfortable like decisions sometimes, and having to do things that cost me a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and sometimes like don't make everyone happy. But it has been doing wonders for me and my nervous system. Like, I have been doing a lot better because, okay, for example, I would put myself in these very uncomfortable situations and I would just stay there, just to please others. And it never made me happy. And then I would always be anxious, looking forward to when these situations would happen again, because it would become a loop, and it might be like an activity that would happen over and over, or like some people that I would see over and over. And I decided I don't have to do that. And neither do you. Like, if there's anything that is making you uncomfortable every single time you do it, and you keep observing it and you keep staying in there, you can just decide not to do that. I know some people might feel hurt about you making that decision, but you don't have to be there. And that's fine. And you don't have to like villainize anybody in these scenarios. You can just like decide, hey, no, that's not for me. And just step right out. And that's it. And people should respect that. Right. Where was I? Pancakes. Journaled about the pancakes. Now I'm going to journal about this beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous graveyard that we went to. It was huge. It was a ginormous graveyard. It was so pretty. I took a lot of pictures with my digicam of it. It was a very, very pretty place. I often visit these bigger cities, and I don't know if I could ever live in a big city myself, but I envy people that do, just for the amount of things that you can do in these cities. And I know Munich is not like the biggest of cities in Germany, but it is already bigger than the majority of cities in Switzerland. In general, doing anything in Switzerland is just super duper pricey. And while I was there, I was able to afford everything we did, which was very mind-blowing, a very mind-blowing concept to me. Things in Switzerland everywhere have gotten so much more expensive, but Switzerland especially, I've just noticed like even going to a cafe ends up costing me like $30 these days if I get like a fucking baked good that is a bit on the fancier side, like let's say a pancake, right? And then I get a hot drink with that, 30 easy, like and it just blows my mind. And there we paid like 15, you know. And I understand. I know why that is, but I just hate it. I hate capitalism. I hate money. Ugh, I hate it all. But people still need to get paid. And I will still support small cafes and small businesses, even if they are outside of my price range most of the time. But what I was trying to say is going to a different city where you can actually afford things, and there's like so many things to do, even things that don't cost money, like going to a ginormous graveyard and just walking through it for 2 hours. I would love to do that. We have parks here, but we don't have like anything cool like that that is free, where you don't have to pay any entry to visit it. We have like cool outdoorsy museums and things like that, but you still have to pay an entry fee most of the time. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to be able to just walk straight ahead for 2 hours without hitting like a wall, you know? Like that place was huge, it was so big. And we don't have that here because the country's small as hell. Like, Munich is probably as big as, I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I'm really, really, really bad at geography. I don't know how big Munich is compared to Switzerland. I really don't. But it felt really big, okay? If we could walk for that long straight ahead in just like a graveyard, that city must be huge compared to like Basel or Zurich or something. Anyway, there even was a little shop where they sold cookie dough. Can you imagine just walking to a shop and getting cookie? You feel like having cookie dough, you go to a shop that sells cookie dough, freshly made every day. And they had like every type of cookie dough too. They had like Lotus cookie dough, they had Oreo cookie dough, they had just classic chocolate chip. They had all kinds of cookie dough in there. And I was overwhelmed. I was like, chocolate chip? I should have taken the Lotus cookie dough, and I regret it to this day. But it's fine. I'll just make it myself at some point, I guess. Or I'll go back. Who's stopping me, you know? Maybe there's chocolate. Maybe there's chocolate. Maybe there's cookie dough places in Switzerland that I don't know about. It's never something that I really researched, I guess. This looks weird. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, sorry. All right. The Kiki Rockwell spread is done. I think I'm going to take a little break from my Hobonichi now. But I can write down what I did today. Okay, so here's what I would write. Hey. Here's what I would write as an example. This is what I did today. Played Tomodachi Life and went to get froyo, then went to a cafe and journaled. That's it, you know. It's not extremely fancy what I write in these, but it helps me recall what I did during my week and during my months. And I'm not the best at always filling them out completely, but so far, so good. Like, there's still a big chunk of the year ahead of me. Gosh, there's still enough time, right? I don't need to be super stressed about everything and time passing and everything, right? Because, like, my Hobonichi is still a little thick on the back. Oh, look. Moth stickers. Isn't that cute? Hobonichi time over. Also, I know I have enough journals. I know. But wouldn't it be cute to have a Paper Republic? You know, and like in the brown, I have one in my cart that I customized. I made a chestnut. I made an A5 portfolio with the inserts where you can put things in the front with pink thread and pink bows and lace and everything. And it looks so good. And I want it so bad, but I can't justify spending $200 on a journal. I just can't. And so I won't do it. Not yet, anyway. But maybe as a graduation present to myself. I could imagine doing that. If I can afford that. Yeah, maybe. Now let's do some sketching. And I can show you my pencil case, actually. This is my pencil case. This is my husband, Gojo. Yeah. I've had this for a really long time. It's nothing fancy. It came with a bag. It was technically like an insert that you could like attach into the bag. This is my eraser. And this is my favorite pencil. This is just a Minenbleistift. Hey, I really don't know what these are called. I used to remember, but I don't remember right now. You know, with the like insert thingy. Oh, do I have to do the thing? So this is what the brush looks like. Oh, I would love to do like a 2016 makeup guru inspired makeup video. That would be so cool. Anyway, this is a pencil in 07, so quite thick, and my pencil inserts are 2B, so very soft. These ones. 2B, or not to be. Haha, very funny. Thanks. Thank you. There's one last Reese's. I want to say Reese's Puffs. It's just a Reese cup. Okay? You can have it if you want. The fact that they are melty is freaking me out a little bit. So I don't want to eat it anymore. Okay. Here I drew some hydrangeas because my boyfriend gifted me hydrangeas. Very nice of him. Love him very much. They were beautiful. I mean, they still are. They're in my, like, uni apartment right now, which I'm moving out of in 2 months, which is also something that freaks me out. There's so much going on. I have to move out, and then I have to move back in here for a while. Oh, hey, stop doing that. You're pissing me off. Okay. What could I journal about in here? I'm just doodling a little bit, nothing too deep. I have work tomorrow and I kind of dread it a little bit. Not like incredibly much, but I'm just very tired these days. And I really enjoyed today. It was a well-needed break, but I feel like my breaks are only ever 1 day long at max. And then life starts again immediately after. And I just would love to have like 2 days off. Maybe 3, you know. Girl can dream. Girl can dream. Yeah. After I graduate, I'm going to Italy with my parents. I'm joining them for their summer holidays. And I'm looking forward to that. I haven't been to Italy properly in a while. Last year I couldn't afford to go. I had to go to work to pay for my studies. And it was a very long and very dreadful summer, but I made it work. It wasn't dreadful per se. I'm being a little negative, but it was just like, I just went to work the entire summer, you know. I didn't really go anywhere. No vacation. No real festivals, I don't think. Nobody really came to Switzerland, and I didn't really go anywhere. But it was nice because I got to read a lot. I got to be by myself a lot, and I got to learn to appreciate that again. And it was definitely highly, highly beneficial for me. Yay, enjoying my cup. I'm excited that it's concert season again. I'm going to a bunch of concerts this year. I already went to a couple. I went to see Kiki. I went to see The Last Dinner Party. I went to see Ichigo Alba this year. It's almost like one concert a month. I'm also gonna see Miguel next week. And then, oh, the one I'm most excited about is in June. I'm gonna see Doja Cat. Oh, guys, I'm gonna see Doja Cat. I could cry about it. Doja Cat means the world to me. I know, like, you'd never guess it from, like, the rest of my music taste, but Doja Cat, like, speaks to my fucking soul. Doja Cat is, like, in here. She's in here. And she comes out of me, and she's just there. And she is me, and I am her, and we are together. We are one. I don't know, something about her just, like, really resonates within me. I'm not, like, crazy about celebrities very much, but with her, I will, like, do anything for her. I would do anything for Miss Doja Cat. You know? And I mean that lightly, of course. But just her music is... it's so good. It is so, so, so incredibly good and raw. Especially, like, her new music. I could talk about this for hours, about how much I love Doja Cat, about how happy I am for everything that is going well for her, about her artistic direction that she's finally taking, about the fact that she has come out as bisexual, about the fact that she likes to dress mask, just all these things. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't want to go. This video would be in 3-4 hours long if I started talking about Doja Cat. But trust and believe, I am excited to see her. Excited to see her. Andy and I are going to see her in Lyon, in France. And now listen, I've never been to Lyon. I've never been to that part of France, ever. And so, yeah, that's it. I don't know. Like, nothing exciting about that, really. I don't know. If you have any travel tips or, like, cafe, restaurant tips for that city, I would be thankful. But also, what are the chances that anyone from that city sees this video? They're probably quite low. So, that's fine. I made Doja Cat in Tomodachi Life. And we're dating. My boyfriend is also in Tomodachi Life. Me and him are not dating, unfortunately. Actually, he asked me out this morning, and I turned him down because I was like, I'm already dating Doja Cat. And then both him and Kim K were heartbroken because, of course, Kim K also wanted me. And now, if you're asking why Kim K is on my island, I really don't have a valid excuse for that one, so I'd just rather say nothing. Yeah, I love this pen. I love you, pencil. You are so good. Oh my gosh, I miss Little Misfortune. I'm gonna dress up as Little Misfortune for a con. Actually, did I tell you that? Probably not, because I didn't, and I know that I didn't. But I am gonna. I'm very excited. And I still haven't made any proper plans for what it's gonna look like. I mean, I have Benji. I made Benjamin 2 years ago for Halloween when I dressed up as Little Misfortune. And I have a proper beret now that matches hers. And now I just need to figure out the dress situation, because I still have like the dress I wore last time, but it was very inconvenient. I might have to like ask my grandma if she can make it smaller for me, because it is a little bit too big. And it doesn't exactly look like hers, but we'll see. Okay, I think I'm done for now. I journaled at the cafe today, and I wrote, sitting at the cafe, having a cafe freddo. It was fine. Lots of ice cubes, not so much coffee. But I enjoy hanging out here. It's cozy. Yeah. That's what I wrote. I think what I'm gonna do now is take a little break from journaling. Oh my gosh. Keep dropping everything. Hey, calm down. And actually edit this video, because that's going to take a while too. And I can do that while I lay in bed. And maybe watch some YouTube on the side if I'm feeling insane. Or maybe I'm just going to listen to some music on the side, which is also fine. And then I can put these away. Oh, I love journaling. This brings me so much joy. I actually quite enjoyed this. It was very nice to just talk. This kind of reminds me of when I used to have a podcast. Do y'all remember that? Did anyone listen to my podcast that is watching this? Probably not. I don't recommend starting now. My podcast episodes are very old, and I was a baby when I recorded them. And I am a 26-year-old woman now, so I was probably not saying anything of substance. Except for when I was talking about how Arya should have been A in Pretty Little Liars. But we all know that is the truest opinion. When did he fall? And why didn't you tell me? Anyway. I hope you had fun. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. And let me know if this was a nice format. And if you enjoyed journaling with me, I would love to do it again sometime. Bye-bye.